Welcome to part 4. There's something very important that I would like you to pay close attention to. I'd like you to see how the following examples match up. So if we take tomar, the verb to take, he takes, she takes, it takes is toma. So you can see how the A here is matching with the A there. Another example, comprar, to buy. So again, we have compra for he buys or she buys. And again, you see how the A matches. Here's another AR verb, preparar. So he prepares, she prepares, it prepares is prepara, again with the A's matching up. Now, if we take a verb that does not end in AR, like comer, ending in ER, what happens here is that it goes to come. So it matches comer, the E here, and the E here matches. So in the vast majority of verbs that are ending in AR, normally we go to A for he, she, and it. But if we have a verb ending in ER, then it actually goes to an E. So it would be come. In some ways, you could see how we're just actually getting rid of the R and leaving the A in these examples. And then for comer, again, we're getting rid of the R and we're left with just the E. So in short, for he, she, and it, if the verb ends in AR, we're going to surface on an A, such as tomar would be toma. But if the verb ends in ER, if it belongs to that group, ER verbs, then we would surface on an E, such as comer, for he, she eats, and it eats would be come. Let's practice a bit more now. So we've already established that come is he, she, or it eats. How would you say he eats it? Lo come. She doesn't eat it? No lo come. He eats it every day. Lo come cada día. Here's another example for you. The verb to sell is vender. Vender. Notice we have this strong B sound again with the V. So this is actually ben and then der. Vender is to sell. Now you can see that it's ending in ER. So if we wanted to say he sells, she sells, or it sells, it's the same as for comer. Vender becomes vende. So this E matches with the E here. So vende means he sells, she sells, or it sells. How would you say he sells it? Lo vende. She sells it every day. Lo vende cada día. How would you say it sells? Vende, because vende is he sells, she sells, and it sells, all three. How would you ask, it sells every day? Vende cada día. He sells it for me. Lo vende para mí. She doesn't sell it now. No lo vende ahora. So let's review this once more because I want to do everything I can to try and avoid creating frustration with you during this process of learning the language. If we're talking for I in the present tense, the verb always goes to o. For example, tomar ending in AR goes to tomo, and comer ending in ER goes to como, and recibir ending in IR goes to recibo. So when we're talking about I in the present tense, I take, I eat, I receive, it never changes this O ending regardless if the verb ends in AR, ER, or IR. So we really don't have to worry about it at all. We always know that the verb goes to O for I in the present tense. Where we have to be slightly more careful is when talking about he, she, and it. For example, we saw how in tomar, it would actually go to toma for he takes, she takes, or it takes. But if we had a verb ending in ER, it would go to come for he eats, she eats, and it eats. So this A is matching A here, and this E is matching this E here when we're talking about he, she, or it. Now we have one loose end still remaining, and that is for verbs ending in IR. Well, they do the same thing as verbs ending in ER. For he, she, and it, they would also go to E at the end. For example, if we take the verb to receive, which is recibir, so it's ending in IR. Now to say he receives, she receives, or it receives, recibir would go to recibe. So again, it's ending in this E, just like comer, come, recibir, recibe. So if the verb ends in either ER or IR, in both cases, it goes to E at the end here for he, she, and it. So recibe is he receives, she receives, or it receives. How would you say he receives it? Lo recibe. He doesn't receive it. No lo recibe. Let's put all three categories on the one slide now. So this is for he, she, and it. We have tomar ending in AR going to toma, so matching A and A. Then we have comer ending in ER going to come, so the E matches. And in recibir, an verb ending in IR, that also behaves in the same way as a verb ending in ER going to E. So to really simplify it, we only have two choices for he, she, and it. Either it ends in A or it ends in an E. So we can kind of divide these into just two categories. Verbs ending in AR will go to A for he, she, and it, and verbs ending in ER or IR go to an E for he, she, and it. When you first touch that information, it can seem quite or feel quite overwhelming and seem like a lot to take in. And I suppose it is a lot to take in at first. But I want to reassure you that throughout the coming videos, we're going to be doing a ton of practice and a ton of drills on all of this. So you're going to get ample opportunity to think it out for yourself and to really get used to the whole idea. So just trust in the lessons, trust in my teaching, and don't try to hold on to the information, try to remember it. Just let my teaching and the videos do the work for you. Let's finish off with one more verb, and that is to talk. So earlier we learned that the verb to talk is hablar. So this one is ending in AR, hablar. Now hablar could also be used for to speak. So to talk or to speak, hablar. How would you say he speaks, she speaks, or it speaks? If we have hablar as the full verb, how would you convert it to he, she, and it? Habla, habla. So here ending in A because it's an AR verb. The word for English is inglés, inglés. How would you say she speaks English? Habla inglés. How would you ask, does he speak English? Habla inglés. To say Spanish would be español. We have the ñ sound here. ñol, español. Try to say, she speaks Spanish. Habla español. If we wanted to make it crystal clear and throw in a clarifier, it would be ella habla español. Or for he would be él habla español. How would you say, does she speak English or Spanish? To say or in Spanish is simply o. So try to say, does she speak English or Spanish? Habla inglés o español? So that's it for video 4, and I'll see you in video 5.